So the goal is to have the parrot anywhere here where he feels comfortable.
Wildlife photography is the natural habitat for Joel Sartore, a National Geographic Explorer of the Year.
He looks lovely. Now we got texture here. We really want him down low and really looking. That's okay. Oh, there's the best frame of the day. Sexy kitten is what I call this one.
Joel is taking pictures for the Photo Ark, a project which aims to photograph every species living in the world's zoos, aquariums, and wildlife sanctuaries in order to inspire efforts to save threatened species. It began here at the Lincoln Children's Zoo with a photo of the naked mole rat, and now boasts over 15,000 species, but sadly doesn't include my portrait.
So your goal was to use photography as a way to make people care, to think.
Yes, 100%. The Photo Ark itself is a bit of a ruse. It's all a ruse to get people to care about how we treat the world in the hope of saving beautiful animals like these.
Are there any success stories?
This piece we did on the Florida grasshopper sparrow ended up getting the government's attention. It was a federally listed species, still is, and they all of a sudden allocated $1.29 million a year for captive breeding efforts, and it worked.
Were you always interested in animals as far as a subject?
My mother gave me a book, I think it was a Time Life book on the birds. There was a bad photograph of the last passenger pigeon that died in 1914. A bird that was considered the most populous species on Earth. Billions of them. I should have it framed and hanging up on my wall.
Yeah.
That picture really got me thinking about extinction, starting when I was about 9 years old, so I'm a extinction freak.
Yeah.
I don't want it to happen anymore, and that's what I think about.
And now you've gone full circle. You travel the world as a photographer. What is it about a photograph that can transport someone to a time and a place?
I think it's the mystery of it. Just the fact that it leaves a lot to the imagination, it intrigues people, it draws them in, and it can literally, very cheaply and instantly transport you anywhere you want to go.
Right.
It's like a good book, but easier.
Do you have another photo that's inspired you, or a photographer?
I am thrilled to see really good photographs that I didn't shoot. Jim Brandenburg's picture of a white wolf jumping onto an ice floe for his story back in the late 80s, early 90s on the white wolves of Ellesmere Island. That, to me, is the gold standard for natural history photographs. There's another one by Brent Sturton of a male gorilla that was killed by humans, and he's being brought in on his back, his body, in a crucifixion pose to show people what had happened. I really learned from all of them, and I'm very excited about it. I just love photography. You pick the right guy to come here, right?
Why do you think that it's become such a central part of our existence? I mean, it's just everywhere.
We don't necessarily remember a conversation. We remember how we felt about it.
Right.
And to me, photographs are a visual equivalent of that. That the simple still photograph is the thing that's going to be shared and valued and celebrated forevermore, I think.
Yeah.
I'm a huge fan.
Real power in a photograph.
Oh, the power of National Geographic and Disney is such that it's 750 million people every time we post something. And so there's a real chance, not just to gripe about how bad things are, but to celebrate really good ideas and the people and the companies that help. And a lot of pictures live on forever, whatever that means.